for TikTok is connected to YouTube. It's just an input thing. Audio's the worst. I betcha if I unplug this, something magical is gonna happen. And then, well, there's some audio. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. You just unplug the shit and you plug it back in. That's it. It's so stupid. I hate it. I moved my computer, but still, I run into these types of issues all the time. I have coffee. I haven't hardly drank any coffee lately, though. I had a stream with that Model 3 on Friday, and whatever I ate that day, I got like food poisoning from. That knocked me out for a while. If you unplug and plug things back in, it fixes. I know. It's so stupid. I hate it. It's not a. It's just like the worst is that you don't disconnect or change much. So that one's fine because I moved my computer, so whatever. But I run into that type of issue often enough, where like I was streaming, and then this screen went just completely green, and it just stopped working, and then I have to like delete the source, add it back in. There's just too much technical shit that goes on with streaming. Like it's frustrating. How come you don't make YouTube videos as much? It's a mix of things. We do a lot of live streams, so when I have a vehicle here, it's more about just getting stuff done. And the types of videos that used to do well on the channel, it's a lot harder to put that kind of time into a video and get the same type of result. It's really just a time issue. It's not that we, like on a day today, we could make a video like that, but there's just other stuff that should get done in place of it. The shorter ones, though, like more just like tutorials on stuff getting done. What I find is I have to choose a lot of time between like streaming or making a video. So we used to put about like 4 to 6 hours into like a TikTok video. A normal man doing a normal stream. I know, I don't do very many of these. It's because I feel like they're really boring. Like there's just small stuff going on. We gotta move glass aid boxes upstairs. I gotta spend time organizing products in the store. We gotta properly tag stuff, and like that's all just like just boring work. But that kind of stuff happens often enough. Have you worked with Lumar film before? That's currently what I'm using. I haven't used Lumar in a long time. I started with Lumar. I liked it. Like Lumar was a very easy to work with film. It slid easy. I liked it. It shrunk really nice. Don't get me wrong. What was that? Oh, for the past week, I've been buying tint and teaching myself how to do it because my girlfriend wants me to tint her car. Nice. No, nothing today. I got 2 tomorrow, though. Thanks for the towel. You're welcome. Thanks for the order. I gotta message this customer. We used to carry Pro Classic, and now we replaced it with the Carbon for the same price. So a better value option. What's on your glasses? The microphone. Is that a, oh, that's not my Taco Bell. Here's my Taco Bell. Boom. Oh, tariffs? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna... Generally, it just makes everything go up more. Nothing certain, but if companies incur costs, they usually don't just take those on. It doesn't make sense to me. Why would you make a card? It's not... Hang on. Somebody just emailed me. I gotta send an email back. But these are smart cards. And you'll notice the edges on all these smart cards are not flat. They're curved. I don't have a good answer for this customer on why. It's just this is how these ones were made. But personally, this wouldn't bug me because as soon as you put any pressure on it, it flexes to the glass. So should they be flat? Probably. Are they? No. Do we buy them directly from Pro Tools that manufacture them? Yes. I don't know why they turned out this way, but they did. Smart card equals Crease City. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for some. Yeah, definitely less forgiving. It depends on how people take to different things, though. So I'll usually sub out like a pros card or a felt card for people, but we'll show people like a hard card too. This is nice because it's a 5-inch wide card. So like the felt cards, the rounded ones are 5, the rectangle ones are 4. So you get just a little bit more width on this one. What do I say to this guy? That doesn't make sense. Why would you want a card that doesn't lay flat on the glass? Well, the glass is curved, and when you put any pressure on the edge of the card, it flexes to the glass. So it still would work basically the same and lightly mold more flat with a little use, but we can take them back if you want a return label. We have other cards to pick from, like the pros card. If there's one company that I get a handful of comments on, it's Pro Tools. I don't mind this. I think this is cool, but some people think stuff like that is defective. So these are injection molded tools. But I'll show you especially like on the hard cards. Let's take a adventure. You don't have to watch anything. How can you tint over dot matrix? You just tint over it. You just do. All right. There we go. Field trip. There. And then I gotta switch this one. Doot. There we go. That's normal. See? Look. We have an appointment today. So like these ones, for example, these are platinum hard cards. And these are totally fine, nothing weird about them. But some people look at this when they first get it and they think that these are defective. But this is just how the material was injected into the card. So some of it looks very nice and uniform, but some of it doesn't look quite as nice, but it's fine. If you look at Tri-Edge, you'll see like little signs of it, like right in here, just little things. You can see usually like these little like material spots, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like signs of it being an injection molded tool. But yeah, lots of tools. Just about everything's in stock. Anything fun. We just got these. We got the yellows, and we're calling these coral. Fusion calls these orange. We call them coral, like coral orange. They definitely look more like that than just like straight orange. Knives, blades. How are we doing on our blades? Am I gonna panic yet? Where's our stainless? Oh no, we're still good. We're still good for a few days on those. Yeah. I like the black and yellow. We need the black then. We don't have. We've got all the we got the majority of fusion blades, but we don't have like the 5-inch PPF squeegee blade that you could also use for window tint. You literally have an armory. Yeah, it's fun. Do you sell the white tape for the windshield? Yeah, actually, that's a really good question right now because it's all right here. We got a shipment and the pallet was smashed, so a good number of boxes were kind of like battered in. So we're going through it right now, and packaging it. So if you order any, we're throwing some free ones in because they look a little deformed and mashed, so we can't actually sell these ones because people will get them and be like, what the fuck's wrong with it? Even though they're fine, there's nothing wrong with it. So we're giving them away in orders. I've never tinted anything, but I'm still jelly of all the tools. It's really fun to just walk through. We gotta put some more stuff away. What's crazy is like there's just so many different SKUs here, but it really doesn't seem like it's all that much. But a lot of these bins are like completely full. But for example, like one of these retails for like $7 or $8. It's a lot. But yeah. Me and Jaybird are coming out with a new product method to tint tomorrow, and it's going to change the way people tint from now on. Nice. I look forward to it. I think he said he helped you come up with a glass light idea. Yeah, we talked about some stuff before. He said he used to take I think a piece of like masking tape and put it along the bottom edge. And I was trying to figure out a way to keep blades off of glass because I ran into a situation where like I was mobile. I was running around from shop to shop. And so I was cutting a BMW and I was trimming it out. Everything was fine, I thought. And then I tinned it and then wipe off the window and I see like a perfect scratch line around the window and I'm like, what the fuck? Doesn't matter how careful you are, something can always happen. So yeah, I did scratch it and I've scratched more than that. But this was when I was tinting for other shops. You wipe it off with a even dirtier rag and kick it out the door and then hope nothing happens. Yep. But I know the owner of the shop saw it for sure. He like very rarely checked my work and then you could tell he didn't want to deal with it. He just looked around and then saw it and was just like paused and then just walked away. And I'm like, shit, man. The blue BMW? Yeah. Accidents happen. Yeah, but if you can't stop it or like there should be like a protocol, right? You can't just have it accidentally happen and then do everything normal and then just like, well, it's going to happen sometimes and it's not going to happen other times. Like that doesn't work. You then have to kind of change what you do. Yeah, stainless is safer, but it's not safe. Can you show your camera holders? So one of these, TikTok shop probably has shown you this. Like it's just a MagSafe neck mount. So that's on an iPhone right now. And then this one, I don't use it that much. I don't know if the turning is really good or not, but one of these, the idea here is really cool. So it uses the camera in an iPhone, so you can use whatever app that you want and still stream from like TikTok, but then your tripod has tracking on it. And it works pretty well. It's not perfect, but it works pretty well. 24 or 36-inch roll for side windows. On a car, I'll use 36 and split it in half. If it's a truck or an SUV, then I'll use a 24. Carbon steel, I stay the hell away from it. I still use carbon steel. Here, let me move this over here. I gotta wipe some of this stuff off. Carbon tint or carbon blades are fine. You just can't, you definitely can't just cut straight on the glass with that. These ones are the best. These are my favorite carbon steel ones. Or, okay, I got the thin black ones. Those ones are carbon steel too. Basically, all blades are carbon steel, unless they say stainless steel. These ones are super nice, but don't cut on glass with those. These ones are NT. What's the best way to get rid of air bubbles? To never have air bubbles in the first place. So if you have air bubbles and it's been anything more than like 10 minutes, you're basically screwed. Yeah. Yeah, different hardness. So stainless is just more similar to glass. It doesn't mean that it's safe. It's just a similar hardness. Even glass can vary a little bit. I want to learn how to tint. Is Amazon tint good to learn on? Yeah, Amazon's fine to learn on. I ordered the special edition blue triangle. Those are nice. I like those. Rock rose. So rock rose is just a little bit like Lexan. Actually, a lot of bit like Lexan. It's just cheap carbon and cheap ceramic. So if you're familiar with shrinking, it's not going to be too bad, probably. But if you're not familiar with shrinking, you're going to have a harder time. It's always how that stuff goes. So back when we were first introduced to carbon and ceramic films, they weren't super user-friendly. They got user-friendly over time. And now most of them, it's not a guarantee, but most of them are pretty straightforward and very similar. Based on user feedback, you know, they want as many people using their products as possible, so they make stuff that their customers like. Like any film manufacturer does that. So carbon and ceramic films have gotten easier to shrink and everything, and more characteristics from like your dyed films and whatever, your traditional films bled over into carbon and ceramic. But for whatever reason, when that stuff first came out, it just wasn't very user-friendly. So the cheaper stuff still tends to be not super user-friendly. Like for door windows, cutting, shrinking it enough, that's fine. When I mean user-friendly, I mean for like back windows. So if you're trying to shrink windshields and back windows, you always have a tougher time. I wouldn't spend $300 on a box of tint. I wouldn't spend 300 on a box of tint that I'm gonna throw away. That's crazy. When you can buy 300 for the same price, unless you're rich like Matt. No, and I don't think that you should spend 300 on a box of film just to practice. So I like Geo, but I wouldn't necessarily practice with them. One I can recommend. Ew. Let's take this out of the case. One that I would recommend is T-View. You're looking for like a cheap dyed film is what you need. Dyed films are fine. It doesn't matter how cheap the dyed film is. It's just like dyed film is one of the most simple ways of making film. So just that. But everybody goes for like more features. So carbon and ceramic sound better. And they promise more. So people want more value. So that's why companies like Lexan and Rock Rose and whatnot always get mentioned. Because it's like, you could install it on your customers' cars. I deal in Expel and I'm training somebody. It's hard watching the mess ups. Yeah, those are some expensive mess ups for sure. I buy $50 a roll for carbon film. It's good for practicing. I mean, certain things. Can you explain all tint films in a video and what you use for most customers' cars? I say that all the time. We can show display boards up front, and I can talk about it. It's really simple. I could show on this screen right here too. Let's do that. Let's go to the website. There we go. Okay. So these are GeoShield's automotive films. They have 5. Pro Classic, C2 Carbon, C2 Ceramic, Pro Nano, and then Apex Ultra. The easiest way to sum this up is Pro Classic is a dyed film. It's the most simple way of making film. It's going to be their least expensive film. C2 Carbon is really an alternative to dyed, but it is better. It's color stable. It blocks a little bit of heat depending on how dark the film is, where Pro Classic doesn't block any heat at all. And really the trend is going to be the better film that you get, the more heat that it blocks. But carbon is really an Asian way of making dyed film, and it's an alternative to dyed, so it's still very economical. And just like any of these, the better the materials that they use, the clearer the film, and the better performance that you're gonna get. So dyed, simple way of making film, doesn't block heat. Carbon, simple way of making film, doesn't have dyes. Carbon, so it's more color stable, and blocks a little bit of heat depending on the shade. So the darker that you go, the more heat that it blocks. C2 Ceramic and Pro Nano Ceramic, these are basically alternatives to each other. But these are, so C2 Ceramic is going to be C2 Carbon, but with 1 layer of ceramic in it. Pro Nano is going to be Pro Classic, a dyed film, but with a layer of ceramic in it. So these are basically alternatives to each other. C2 Ceramic has more of a neutral color tone though. So we recently adopted this one over Pro Nano. And then Apex has 2 layers of ceramic in it. So dyed, carbon, carbon ceramic, dyed ceramic, carbon ceramic with 2 layers of ceramic. So the ones that I carry right now are carbon, C2 ceramic, and then Apex. So you get, some heat block, more heat block, most heat block. But what that'll look like actually up front. Should I bring my, let's bring my thing. Oh, and I can check my headphone range. I think I gotta change out one of the slides on my heat box. So, carbon, ceramic, super ceramic. So, carbon, 1 layer of ceramic, 2 layers of ceramic. This is what I show customers. I don't really have to show them as much anymore, but I show them at least a few here if we get stuck on that subject. So let me turn this on. This is a BTU meter. And then this is a heat box. Pro Classic. Ooh, I can redo my labels too. So Pro Classic, that's what this slide is. This is this is just a color stable dyed film, 20%. And then C2 ceramic, and then Apex. So what we're gonna see here is the BTU meter is very hot right now. It's at 430. Let's just move it until it's right around 400 for kicks and giggles. So if I put my hand in front of here, I can feel all that heat coming off of it. So if I leave it, it's at 400. We go to the ceramic, it drops down to like 100. So now if I put my hand in front of it, I can't hardly feel any heat in front of that. If we go to Apex, that number's drop down even farther. So now I can't like feel anything. So that's the difference. Oh, did you guys see these? These are cool. I love these new boards. These are magnetic. These are the best display boards that I've ever seen. So these just pop off. You can show customers your shades. They pop back on. And bonus, they look nice because you can just turn them on and they light up. Oh my God, the wind out there. Whew. Oh, it's nice outside though. But it's windy. Does that mean it's gonna get... Jesus. Okay.
That was quite the vacuum.
Oh my God, it's doing it again. Are we getting tornadoes? Are we getting tornadoes today? Is that what we're doing? Just wind?
Yeah.
It's howling outside. That's fun. I wish Expel had a board like that. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, like nobody's got boards like that. GeoShield's trying to step up everything, like all their consumer-facing stuff. So everything from like brochures to pamphlets to media, and yeah, they're putting a lot of work into everything. It's a lot of work. I'm still cleaning stuff. Time to buy geoboards and vinyl wrap it. You could. It would be worth it. I got pulled over for speeding and I was a dick to the cops. Yeah, you don't do that. I took a picture of a car that looked like mine with no tint and got it dismissed. I went to a police station once and got tint wrote off. I had a ticket from a state cop. For the longest time, I had only gotten a few tickets from like city cops. And a city cop, like you just bring it to them, they'll sign off on the ticket, but they'll look at your car. They won't just sign off on the ticket without actually seeing the car first. And then, so I did the same thing, went to the state police department when I got a ticket from them. And the guy, like, they were a dick. They were a dick about it. They're like, well, you just go pay it. I was like, oh, okay. And then I called the courthouse and they said, oh, if you bring it to the city police, we can still sign off on the ticket for you. It's windy outside.
Yeah,
Trying to find a binky. Are you slow today? I'm always slow. Do you know if Geo is raising prices due to tariffs? I haven't heard anything direct. I generally don't hear anything until it happens, or it's right about to happen. So, I think just like anybody, like they would have to, but they also they prepped a ton for summer. So that kind of stuff is like window film companies. This doesn't happen in like a week. So you put in your production times like months in advance. And so when you're trying to stock up for summer, if you're like ordering at the beginning of spring, like you're already way too late. Or like if you're ordering like a month ago, you're already way too late. They're going to be preparing for like forecasting and future proofing earlier like and later last year into this year, and just like bulking up inventory. How can they not have to raise the price eventually? Oh, they probably will. It comes from India. Not all of it, no. They're not exclusive Gowari. Pro Classic and Pro Nano are. None of their other film lines come from there. They use like 5 or 6 different manufacturers. Does somebody make a cork back square? I don't know. I mean, everybody's got to raise their prices eventually. So, I mean, yeah, will they raise their prices? Sure, eventually. I haven't heard anything yet, though. I just think, like, with a lot of tariff talk right now, it's hard for any company to definitively say anything. Because one week, stuff is up, and then next week it's, oh, just kidding, we're not actually doing that. So most companies aren't just going to make a gut response like that. But if they need to, they will, just like everybody else. Is there no good US made tint film? Oh. No. Not as much. There's certain parts of the process that happen in the US for certain companies, but a lot of films are largely international. Do you need me to do anything? She lost her binky. We gotta find a binky. You guys wanna help me find a binky? Where could it be? She had her car seat. We'll help find it though. I don't need this. I'm just kidding. I know. Babies, they're so needy. You check. How do you like the neck holder? Neck holder's good. This is our back room for the baby and sanity. Instead of an office, we get a kid's room. Ugh. I don't remember her even having it. I wonder if she threw it in the car.
No,
She had it in here, and then she threw it somewhere, and now it's gone.
this.
It's somewhere in here.
Remove all the things.
We gotta remove all the stuff. Was the third coming? No. No. Dang, girl. What'd you do? Hey. Is Geo making more architectural options? Not that I've heard. I would ask Dylan or somebody else there. Anywhere? I don't know. I don't see it. I think it's missing. Commercial or residential? We did a little bit. Not right now, though. I don't think her bingo is there. What'd you do, girl? She's not feeling well. She's sick. We got a baby crisis. What time is it? 12:30? Huh? We could grab some food from Kroger and get her a new one. The color hue on Pro Nano on lighter shades needs to change. Yeah, 35% was the biggest reason why I switched to C2 ceramic. And I don't know why, but for whatever reason, they can't get that really changed. So that just kind of is how it is, and it will continue to be that way. And I was like, oh, okay. But they improved C2 ceramic, so C2 ceramic is better than it was when it first came out. So that's why I ended up switching over to that. Meyer. Yeah, Kroger's closer though. There's a Kroger marketplace near us that we like. It's like fancy Kroger. Same prices. Just it's like, oh, this is nice. Girl, how'd you do that? I'm about to go look in the car. Because I know she didn't have one when I picked her up and gave her to you. But when you were carrying her around, did she have one at all? I'm gonna go look in the mess that is outside. Neat couch, thanks. That was an Amazon one. Have you looked at the economics of selling pre-cuts for cars? Oh yeah, yeah. Years back, I used to do pre-cuts. They're just tedious, and there's easily annoying issues with them. So people that seem to like to order pre-cuts the most are truck people, and trucks have like the most options. I'm just gonna look in the car. I'm gonna see if this stays connected. I'm not gonna show you my messy car right now. I'm just gonna quickly look here. I knew it. That. Look at what I found. Dingle. I found one. Yeah. I found it was right in the middle of the car. Cause she probably took it and like went. Bleh. Oh, well, whatever. There's one. Hang on, I gotta drag the puzzle piece. Just microwave water. Are you gonna sanitize it or what? You know, Kroger has a chicken tender meal for like $7. And you get like mashed potatoes, you get 2 sides, tenders, a roll. It's filling. What a live stream today. Yeah, she's usually in. We have her in daycare 3 days a week, and she picked something up from another baby, of course. So she's got to go to the doctor today at 2. So in like an hour. And then I got to go pick Luke up at 3:30. I'm gonna take that stuff upstairs. I'll just start doing that. I'll move boxes upstairs. You got a nice waiting room? Thank you. Yeah, this room was always big. We did the floors, the trim, and the paint all ourselves. The drop ceiling was new, though, since we did the loft. So this was here, the loft was not. And then they chopped off the roof of here and then built a loft above it and then redid all the lighting and drop ceiling. But yeah, this was always nice because it was just like nice and open. And so I could have like built a counter and put it like somewhere in here. But I'm not that handy. So I honestly just left it like that. What do you put on the TV? It's just for looks right now. It's not plugged in. It's a psych. So part of the issue with the TV, it was on and there was a remote and you could watch something. But the problem is I tint right here. So they would put something on TV and it was really loud and then I'd get like YouTube copyright strike. It's very, very hot. What? What? Are you waiting for me to move out of the way? Can you tint on microwave? You can put tint in a microwave. Cringy. Yeah, that's an old cringy video. Which one is it? Is it this one? Should I just like... Bong? Your customers have... They all have phones. What customer doesn't have a phone? You think they just sit there and do nothing? They either drop off their car and leave or they're on their phone. This isn't like the 90s. Free Wi-Fi, snacks, a potty if they need to tinkle. Got the new GeoShield towel, pretty dope. Still prefer the ones you have though. Oh, these ones? They have a black one. I don't have those. I gotta get towels made. I like stuff like this though. This looks sweet. This is a nice idea. I don't have an idea like this other than a cityscape. You know what? I should hit up Carrie. Is it still in the Tintwiz store? Oh, it's a Tintwiz thing. I probably can't. Shop. They did these all over hoodie designs. View all. They'll be in here somewhere. We had a Detroit Tint Studio all over hoodie. But I forgot it was for Tintwiz, so we would have to... It's going to be their artwork collab. So we probably can't just take that and put it on a towel without talking to them first. What kind of monitor is that? It is a step up the cheapest new TV that you can buy in Best Buy. It's an LG TV. They work really well as monitors. Super bright and easy to read. So I can read all that stuff over there. And we got one here, 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 and one over there. I want a signed Detroit Tin Studio t-shirt so I can frame it and put it on my wall. Right. Well, he already gave us $100 in gift cards then, so I'd say it's paid, so we have to. Yeah, it's actually JC. March's was like $100, and it's like, well, it's paid already. So I guess we got to do it. We could do that. We have a white tee. Do you want to? Yeah, a white one will work. It would work better. Or a, oh yeah, because we got silver Sharpies. I never even tried signing a t-shirt. That'd be a first. What's happening today? Nothing. It's just a whatever stream today. This is stuff that just happens. Should I figure out how to move this stuff upstairs? We have 8-inch handles. Those have to go somewhere. So we got towels. Do we have a spot? I don't think we got a spot anymore.
Gotta build a new tool storage bin area.
Another they just went out of stock for a while, so these 8-inch ones, we can just put a handful of them somewhere. Keeping up with a mat show. I don't mind streaming like this. It's just, there's just nothing. It's just me looking at stuff for too long. Okay. I can go grab, I think I got an extra, oh no, we got one here. It's everything. Well, who's here now? Oh, she's back.
Laura's back.
What?
Laura, this is the issue with when people ask
What?
for the package. Or Brianna.
You're Laura?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I am not me. When people see my name, oh my god, Robin.
Last name for the package.
Stevens.
I don't even care this much. I should just dump them in here. They really don't need an entire bin, do they? These don't need an entire bin, do they?
We've had an order of it today, though.
Huh?
Someone did order it.
Somebody ordered one?
Yes.
Nice. We need to put some somewhere in a non-annoying way.
Over back here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the rest will just go upstairs. I want to clear the rest of the floor.
We could put half, like half these, half that.
That's fine.
There's really nowhere else to put them.
But then we got to put the other ones upstairs too then. All right. Here's some. I'm going to take the rest upstairs. All right. We gotta find other stuff up here too. Where's my quarter pros? There's my quarter pros. We got all types of space for activities up here. Yeah, we had all this space. We just didn't have a floor. So this was all just like drop ceiling. So we had to, this is the magic that we had to have built. The dungeon, we got one light up here. How should we do this? See, that box isn't big enough. We got felt cards back there. We got... Is it?
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
trying to figure out what part of the upstairs you're in.
Is that TikTok? Or YouTube? Oh, yeah, I forgot to switch it back. We gotta have an electrical guy come in here and redo all the electrical because that outlet is connected to that and like all this down here and like lights and stuff on, like too much is on one circuit. Okay, well this is quarter pros and handles. And if I don't have somewhere to put handles, then this is gonna get confusing really, really fast. Do I have to make a box? I don't wanna make a box. My wife's like a million times better at this. Ooh, this is helpful. I can use this. Oh, shit. I'm just kidding. Look at how good at this I am. Yeah, and that's when I ran out of, should we put it like that? No. And just kidding, it doesn't matter. I'm not. I tried, and we're over it. We just need enough space to put this, and then we can put them somewhere over here. Rest of the 8s, those can go there, and then quarter pros. We got a small bin. That's way too small. I don't think I have near enough space in here though. Let's just use this box. Actually, let's do it this way. There. Ta-da. Works for me. You just took the bin and you just put it on top of the other bin. That wasn't the plan. No. No, just like set it on there. It's got to be nice.
People watching on TikTok and YouTube.
Hang on. Maybe go check something really quick. Okay. We gotta make sure babies and stuff are okay. They're okay. It's better. It still looks like shit though. Um. All right. These glass aid rolls, those can be sealed up. We're taking defective ones. So like we're going through boxes and separating good ones go in sleeve, bad ones they get bundled into 2-packs, and then we put a label on them. So these ones.
So did you go like every order or just
I don't know what the rules are yet.
you make the rules?
Pending
Pending rules.
rules. They're happy surprises. So if we have a bunch of them, then pretty much yes.
Do you know how to tint, or do you have someone doing it for you?
I have somebody doing it for me. I don't know anything. So when I put on this camera, it's somebody else's hands.
Yeah, you just went microphone.
Yep. I go into like a back room and I drink a coffee and yell at the TV. Huh? Oh, something got delivered? Does that mean we have to end the stream and head home first? Or does that mean you're... Oh, you know what? She would take a nap. You could run home and then drive out to her appointment. Two defective for the price of one. We want to just like give them away. You grab one of the green ones on the left. The green ones aren't used. The green. Yeah, those aren't used. Those are brand new. Oh my goodness, girl. What the heck is this? Oh, this is transfer tape?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's way easier to work with than the paper. The paper is like the worst masking tape roll you've ever had to pick.
Where'd you get this stuff?
Huh?
Was this,
It was in the box with your stuff.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
You had a couple paper kinds and then this kind. But this kind works way better than the paper. I couldn't get the paper to pull off the roll. It just tears.
Oh, paper stuff's so old.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why.
in the sticky is it's gummy.
But this is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's,
worked really nice.
yeah, that's cool.
Did you see the sticker on the door yet?
No.
The front door.
It's on the front door?
Yeah, on the front door.
Oh, no, I haven't.
It's basic. It looks like it's just normal. I'm super excited about it.
You're super excited about it?
Yeah. Just because I panicked the first time I came here. And I feel so much better seeing that now.
Yeah. Nice.
I eyeballed it too. I just made it parallel.
This reminds me to get a new one of these. Oh, wow. This has been here since day one. Can you see? It looked good for about 2.5 to 3 years. Now it's really starting to fail.
Yeah, her paint on the back side of the door didn't last real long either.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's something I didn't consider. Huh? We got a super chat? For what?
That cool May entrance sticker on it.
I will register for the defectives. $10. We'll send you a bunch. What do we do with that? Have you ordered from us before? Can we find you easily? Is Alex Rayo your name? I appreciate it. We'll hook you up. Yeah, I'm clearing some space and then we can forklift some stuff up there. But we gotta put it on the pallet first.
Well, I got my own things that aren't okay. Don't worry.
I was in the last class. Oh, you're in the tint class? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll shoot you some stuff. I gotta remember that. Here, I'm gonna take a picture. I have an order that's still being processed. Oh, now people are gonna see. This is what happens when I say stuff. Yeah, do you have an order number?
Never mind.
Never mind, it's in transit. Okay. It's been a minute. What do I do with this mess? This stuff we gotta get upstairs.
Load it on the, I mean, it's on a pallet already, but we can put it on the lift pallet.
Yeah, because it can't go up all the way.
Yeah, it can only go, that one pallet there is the only one that'll fit up there.
Just we're like that close.
But I set it on top of a pallet this time, because last time I didn't do it, and there's no way to pick it up again.
Oh.
If you get it to,
Oh, really?
yeah. that's
What?
Or maybe it's with that pallet.
Oh.
One of them, you have to have it down first, and then set stuff on top of it.
Yeah, it should work. Unless the pallet's just not thick enough or something.
I think it's that one, because,
That one?
yeah, you can't just set that one on the ground and then pick it up. It has to be on another pallet.
Let's not run over the cable. This is one of those good ideas that is only half good. The machine that you have to push. So it's actually kind of a meme. Hey, that worked.
Yep.
Should we throw more boxes on it?
I just said that. I have to set this one on another.
Nah, they're gonna. Maybe a couple. Seal guard we're trying to figure out. We're trying to make it better.
My brain's not braining right now.
Oh, on which way it's supposed to go?
Yeah.
It'll pick it up off the ground.
Yeah, but it won't. We have to set this onto the forks and then put that pallet onto this,
Why?
because that won't lift up there all the way. I mean, we can do it and just take it up to the top and then pick it off. But this.
Oh, I
has
see
gotta
what
be
you
sitting
mean.
On the forks first, and then that pallet can go on top of this.
So it should, if we stack it like this, I think it'll work.
But there's not enough, I'm just saying, there's not enough room for the forks to fit in between.
Yeah. So if we put this one on here like you got.
But we still have to get under this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna set that pallet on this one that's sitting on this one and then take it back out and then put it under here.
But you won't be able to pick this one back up.
Why?
Because, and I'm saying, there's not enough room, because we have this here so it'll reach up there. So like this has gotta be the base. You gotta set this directly.
Oh yeah, because it won't slide under at all.
Right,
Oh, I gotcha.
right.
Oh,
Gonna drop that one, throw this on top.
I gotta,
Just set it down real quick.
yeah, but then I gotta maneuver around.
I know.
Ah!
Straight back and I'll come back there with it. And then you go straight back and straight forward.
Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, I gotta drop it first. I feel like I should drop it like out of the way though.
It's fine, if you just drop it there and then go straight back, I'll put this in front of you and then you can move forward and pick it all up. Wait,
No, I can't.
no you can't. 'cause
It's not gonna pick it up.
I'm just gonna have to move all the boxes onto this. I'm fine with that. Or you could just lift that up there and I could just transfer them off up there and you won't set the pallet down. That's the other option. Just lift that up as high as it'll go.
I almost wanna see it get stuck.
Let's just do it
And
with
just
that.
put it underneath and then no, put this under here. Can we put like a little block underneath?
That would work.
Like just a lifter?
Yeah.
Like a 1/4 inch or a smidge?
Here. Put one of these on each side. Remember these?
Oh, that's way more official than I was thinking. I was thinking like a felt card or something. I bet you could do it with a felt card. A stronger felt card.
It just needs a little bit more height, so if we put...
No, but the legs. No. The legs.
Yeah,
You're. Matt, why don't you stream all the time? I don't know, because we're figuring out dumb shit. Yeah, there is. Watching this instead of struggling. I think if you literally block it, you lift what? This is the problem right here. So if we put something underneath, the problem is the weight, but I don't think you need to prop this up very much to then just like sneak something out under there. So I need something a little stronger than that. Just a little bit. Yeah, like those. Yeah, I bet that'll work.
It's gonna close.
See, and this is why I should have got the more expensive one.
Or we should have made the thing 2 inches shorter.
Or the loft 2 inches shorter.
Yeah.
See, if that loft there was 2 inches shorter, we wouldn't have this issue right now.
An inch shorter.
Yeah,
We might not.
it's that close.
Okay.
Look, we solved our problem. We didn't even have to automate anything.
Push it forward. Come on, Matt. It's only
I feel like it's gonna. I want to center it. It's not centered because this thing is turning. Yeah, it's like way off center.
Well, I mean, I can move the...
They should give me like a steering wheel. This isn't a steering wheel. Yeah, these floors aren't great for it either. Should I put it to the edge?
A little bit further. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. These streams are the best. Da, 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 da. See? And now, all our problems are solved. Ta-da!
Yay. Good teamwork.
Easy peasy. So it's got to go on the special lifting pallet. Then we can move these out of the way.
Open the door.
Open the gate.
Man, we should have a rope.
A rope, a slide, a fire pole.
I wouldn't burn my hands at all on the rope.
I'm only like a good 20 feet away from it.
Sorry, you gotta do it in sections anyway.
Ten hours later. Yeah, I'm gonna move it forward first. No. See, it needs like a thing that you can lock. I hate how this. Yeah, something like that. And then we can move it. Oh yeah, we've done this before. Ta-da! Yeah.
Knock me out.
I need a knife. All for the time of carrying them up individually.
Yeah, but this is way easier. Jason would have just grabbed each box one by one.
It's true. Would it be done by now?
You're right. I don't know if you had a better spot for him.
Yeah. Hey, store manager.
Yeah, boss.
You with the baby. Oh, that's why these are up here.
Probably.
You bet if you rewind the tape. Last year somewhere, we have those to put under here so we get a little bit of lift and then, all right, we're there. We figured it out. Where do you want these? Back there? You're a master organizer. I'm gonna put them somewhere. I know, but where do you want all the boxes for now? Just here?
So they're easy, you don't have to move very far.
Oh, okay. All right, that's easy.
It's easier for everybody.
I like that.
I agree. Consult with her more often.
We'll still come in here and reorganize everything in like 10 minutes.
But sometimes you gotta live with the stuff there for a minute to know where it's gonna go.
I'll live with it for a long time and still not know where to put it. Okay. And then we got a pallet all ready to lift more. $8 million likes on this stream. Well, if we never stop streaming, it's just a matter of time.
We're at 1,500 likes. You only got a few to go to get to 8 million.
This looks important. I don't know.
It's for a harness. Is it for the charger?
It's my first thought.
Nope.
No.
No.
Thankfully.
Definitely harness. Something.
Yeah.
Nothing that we need.
It only concerns me a little bit.
Only a little.
Yeah, just a bit. Should take this one off first, probably.
Yeah. They're all going up there?
Yeah. Or do you need any to stay down here? Do you want a few boxes? And then we'll just make sure the damaged ones are obviously separate and the ones that look like they're okay. We'll keep those ones. Yes, this is behind the scenes. That's right, behind the scenes stocking. It was brought by FedEx and damaged. So it was on a pallet, except I just threw the pallet out yesterday. It was completely busted through the middle, so it was likely just a combination of FedEx and actual poor shipping. Or FedEx and poor pallet. Yeah, you missed the fun bit of logistics. The fun bit of logistics was trying to figure out how to get the stupid pallet upstairs.
There's still gonna be a better pallet in here for this, for our lifting pallet. There's gotta be a better way. I just don't know of one.
I mean,
Make the sides taller, it won't fit up there. So like,
if we just staple a couple feet on it, it should be okay, right?
yeah, but then it won't clear. That's what,
Oh, that's why we never did that. Oh yeah, I remember. It's all
tried that
flooding back. Duh. The whole reason it doesn't. It's got removable feet. Yeah. So.
are we leaving any down?
I don't know. No, she's got those boxes. We'll just take these up there. So we got the loft built. I bought this, and I don't know anything about forklifts. So, but I learned the differences between this power lifting one and a motorized one was about $4,000 more expensive to get a motorized one. And I'm like, I can push it, that's fine. It's not like we're getting a ton of shipments every day, so it didn't matter that much. Plus the lifting ones, like they have this much back here because they're like counterweighted with batteries and stuff like that. So they're legitimately just like a much bigger footprint anyways. So I figured this wasn't gonna be too crazy.
You only use it like 5 or 6 times a year, probably.
Yeah, right now. It seemed like we were using it more for a minute.
Well, yeah, when we were moving stuff up there.
So when we need it, we're glad we have it. And then, oh, I'm just gonna leave it like that. That's fine. But I bought the forklift, and we'll be able to see the shelves when we're over here. Actually, you can't really see them. The shelves behind that wall. You can kind of see them through that door right there. The forklift can lift pallets to the very top of those shelves. And so when we got this built, obviously we couldn't really pick exactly how high this loft was because we have a ceiling here. So we just kind of, yeah, that looks good. And then whatever problems happen. So then the first pallet that we try and lift up here, we find out the platform is like an inch too tall. There'd be no real way of guessing that. It's just throw it together and then figure it out. And then we
tried to measure the total reach of the thing, but I think we were just off by an inch, or they built it an inch taller.
yeah. But even like an inch when you're going up. What is this?
It's like 9 feet, 6 inches.
Yeah.
Almost 10 feet.
So when you're going up that high, it's kind of hard to measure down to like an inch as well. Especially when it's not there yet. You're like, it'll be close. And then like race deck was an issue and all that types of fun stuff, so. But so how did you solve the 1 inch height problem? That's a good question. So what? You buying us stuff? So Mark put together a special pallet. Oh, I gotta lift this. That's what I forgot. Mark put together a special pallet. So like the forks will go up, but the problem is like the pallet. Actually, that was probably it too. We're like, it should work. Here, I'll show you in about 2 seconds when we lower this.
Yeah, what would have been an easy fix then would be like a $30,000 fix now.
Yeah. So like the feet on here, most pallets come down like a little bit lower. So when you actually try and raise that, or you have like the underneath of the pallet. So when you try and lift any pallets up there, they've got a floor and that bumps into the top. So this one is like, it's got like a wedge here, and we put the forks on that. But we have to put this on feet.
Because yeah, now you won't be able to set it on the ground. Because the forks are higher than the pallet.
Yeah, I forgot it's sloped in that way too. If you give it a running start, you might be able to. But yeah, if I try and back this up, it's, see how the whole pallet comes with me? So the pallet is actually like literally resting on there. It doesn't have feet. So you need like removable feet.
So you need to throw some magnets on the bottom. Want some magnets in those 2 boards. Just pop them in there. Easy peasy.
This is a nice looking one. We should probably throw these out.
This is a long one.
Yeah, we can throw that one out too. Once we got dumpster space next week, I think we will. No, it's 2 pallets and they're the right way because it allowed us to do this. The lifting pallet guy. Oh, am I dragging the whole floor? Probably.
You're making it harder on yourself.
Yeah.
You're good.
All right. Just do it one at a time the right way. It's not about doing it one at a time. We can't even do one. So that.
Watch for the wind.
Ta-da! So this is a pallet. You prop the forks up and you scoop underneath, and then you have this bit hanging off the bottom. When you lift everything up, we don't have enough clearance to go above that deck by like this much. So the pallet literally bumps into there. So we have a special pallet that's got a few boards here, and so we put this pallet on there, and then we load everything up, and then we can scoop it up there. So it's just so we don't have to carry individual boxes up there. Have you not wrapped it green to match? I didn't even consider it because I don't wrap anything, but it sounds like I should. I think I got some green somewhere still, unless that all got thrown out. I had green for a while. Neat. I'll just title this video something, how to lift the pallet upstairs.
The wrong way.
Yeah. So then next time we go to do this, it's like, oh yeah, because we'll do the whole thing again. Would be fire. It would be fire. Do I have any back here? It might have gotten tossed. I had vinyl wrap enough to do like some lettering and whatnot. I don't know if it's back here though.
The box of vinyl wrap is on the that I pulled from is on the far right. On high. There might be green in there. Like 24 inch wide.
Oh no, it'd be big. Oh wait, it might be that size. Which one? Where are that? This is the dungeon. This is where we used to stack a bunch of products. Now this is, I would consider, our basement, which things that are mildly useful get thrown here. And then we forget about them. And then every once in a while we're like, oh yeah. Oh, those test films lost and forgotten. I know. When's JC coming here for a day? I don't know. Ask him. Oh, this is a relic of a towel. This is cool. This is their dark but legal. This has been sitting back here for a minute. I have a GeoShield thing I can put somewhere. Got a few old shirts. My YouTube box. No, not that one. Oh, no, it would have been bigger. I'm looking for like a tube. We threw a bunch of stuff out. We threw a bunch of stuff that I'd have to order something else, I think. I'll buy the towel off of you. It's a collector's item now. It's triple. Cool. Well, that all got cleared. That's good. All right. I don't know what else to do. No, just boring stuff. I got boring stuff I gotta do. And product sort and whatnot. Which brand of tint? GeoShield. GeoShield. Alrighty, guys. I think I'm gonna end things for now.
Do you wanna come with me? But
Sure.
we can drive separate.
But we can still. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta take a baby to a doctor's appointment. What app is that lets you view multi-platform comments? Social Stream Ninja. You should do this more often. TikTok viewership says otherwise. All right, guys, I will see you later. But I'm glad you guys had fun. Thanks for hanging out.